Hola, hola, Bafeto. Welcome to All Things Football with Bakan. I go by the name of Bakan Dipoku and I'll be pushing this movement. This is our first episode, so I'm going to give you guys a bit of a background about myself. I currently reside in Johannesburg. I'm in the finance industry and I support three teams, namely Kaizer Chiefs in South Africa, Manchester United in England, and FC Barcelona in Spain. Guys, please do the right thing. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. So for today's episode, we'll be discussing the MTN 8. Wafa, Wafa. So this is a bit of a sensitive issue for some supporters. We know that there's a giant that did not qualify for MTN 8. So yeah, Baba Mteto once said, Osekaba Sheba, Batlaba, aggressive. So yeah, in order to qualify for the MTN 8, you have to finish in the top 8 of the log. And unfortunately, if you finish in the bottom half of the log, then you miss out on the MTN 8 competition. So our first game will be tomorrow at Orlando Stadium on the 2nd of August. We have Orlando Pirates against Polokwane City. As we know, the Sea Robbers, Orlando Pirates, they're the defending champions. They've won it for 3 times in a row, whooping 3 times in a row. Yeah, no, Jose cooked. The Spanish guitar really did a good thing there for Orlando Pirates. So I believe that Orlando Pirates will be eager to defend their title again. They won't give it away so easily. And the fact that Polokwane City lost a top player in Napolis, it does not help them in any way. So I think Orlando Pirates are going to come out victorious in tomorrow's match, especially if we consider the signings that they've done. You have your Sipesi Shenduli, who they signed from Stellenbosch. He fitted in like a glove. We saw him when they played their preseason friendlies in Spain. What a player, what a player. I'm not sure if Makaula is fit. I doubt that Makaula is fit, so that means that I think Sipesi Shenduli is going to slot into that central defensive midfield role. They also signed Master Chef, Sipombule. Hi. Yeah, no, what a player. So I think he might also start. I'm just not sure who's going to start between him and Mbata, because I think that Tito is definitely going to start in the 10 role. So it's exciting times. It's exciting times to be a Buccaneer. They also have a new coach. The coach used to coach Marumo Gallants. He did quite well with Gallants. I think when he joined them, they were down there, and then they eventually went up the log. So he's a top coach, and then I'm really excited to see the lineup that he's gonna come out with for tomorrow's game, because they also have Yanele Mbutuma, who they signed from Richards Bay. We don't know who's gonna start up top. There's Sniper Mabasa up top, there's Mwanasesi up top, and there's Yanele Mbutuma. I know that they released Lipasa, so maybe he was making space for Yanele Mbutuma. But yeah, there's also a radio man. He's very physical. He knows how to protect the ball. So he brings a different element to the other strikers. Whereas you have Tsehomabasa. I think he's more of a striker that needs to get that supply. He's not very mobile. He needs that supply. He needs to stay in the box. And then if you give him the supply, he'll definitely finish. As for Manasseh, he's very mobile. He drags the centre backs out of their positions, which creates space for the late runners, the midfielders who come. I think Yanele Mbutuma has a very similar profile to Wanasesi, Evidence Makopa. We'll see who the coach opts for. But yeah, I think Orlando Pirates are going to come out victorious. Polokwane City signed a few players. But the signings that they made, they mostly signed players from the Motsepe Foundation Championship. I know that they signed Seketso Nyoso Moremi from Pretoria Colors, and they also signed Mpomvundlela. We know that Oceanopolis left them for Orlando Pirates. So yeah, it's one soldier down on the side. I'm also excited to see whether Raleigh is going to start on the left or whether he's going to start on the right, if Apolis is going to start the match. Because we know that they also signed a few wingers. There's Kamogelo Sebelebele, what a top talent. He joins from TS Galaxy. He's very speedy. He's also very clever. So yeah, it's exciting times to be a Buccaneer. There's also Tsepa Moremi, the speedy winger from Amazulu. He joins from Amazulu. So yeah, I don't know who I'm sure the coach has a headache now. Yeah, if I was the coach, I was gonna be taking a lot of tablets because it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But I think with regards to the back four, the keeper for Orlando Pirates, there we should be sorted. We have China. I'm sure we're going to see Dion Hoto at left back. We're going to see Scooter Baba, Van Rooyen at right back, and our twinsies was the TLB and Bodlela. So yeah, so my prediction is that Orlando Pirates are going to go through. I know that Coach Puti Mohaf is a top coach. He actually had a decent start with Polokwane City last season. But I think at some point they were top of the log, or they were like in the top 3 when the season started last season, and then yeah, things happened. So later on we have Sekhukhune versus TS Galaxy at the old Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane. This is going to be a bit of a tight game in my books, but I'll just go through the signings of Sekhukhune. I'm just gonna highlight the players that I think are gonna have an instant impact. We have Bradley Khobla, who joins from Supersport. I also call him Sniper because he needs half a chance. He doesn't need a full chance, just half a chance, and he'll punish you. So I think he's gonna add so much value at Sekhukhune, considering the fact that they have Keletso Makhalwa, who was nominated as Footballer of the Season. He's gonna be running riot on the left. So it's gonna be supply galore. They sometimes play Ngwanamelo Rammala, the former UJ player, as an attacker. So he also has a decent cross about him. So I'm excited to see the kind of supply that Bradley Khobla is gonna get. I'm pretty sure they're gonna play according to his strengths. There's also Linda Mtambo Figo. He's all about positivity. He has top energy. There's also Dash. They also signed Miguel Team. I think he's also gonna bring plenty of experience. He was at Orlando Pirates. He was at Marumo Gallants, so he has a lot of experience. There's one thing that I need to point out about Sekhukhune. They released their number 1 goalkeeper, the Ivorian Sangare, and then after that they signed two goalkeepers. So I'm just not sure whether number 1 is gonna come out from the 2 signings, or whoever was second to Sangare is gonna be their number 1. Yeah, we'll see what Eric Tinkler does, but it's an interesting move that they did there. They signed a lot of players from the MFC, but I don't think those players are gonna walk straight into the lineup of Sekhukhune. They also have a good experience. They also have a good mixture of experience and young blood. Like I mentioned, your likes of Figo Mtambo, Tabang Dash Monare, Miguel Team, Kados at the back. So it's a good balanced team. The youngsters are your likes of Vuyo Litlapa, the left back. There's also Kenneth, who used to play for Tax, who's also a left back. There's also Ngwanamelo Rammala, who's also a young blood. So I'm excited to see what Eric Tinkler is going to come up with. So they're facing a TS Galaxy side that has lost their top 2 attackers. And that is Kamogelo Sebilebile, who went to Orlando Pirates. And there's also the guy from Serbia. I'll just get the name, Zenan Zamovic. What a top player. We all know what he did for TS Galaxy last season. He was very instrumental in their run. So I'm really not sure why he was let go of. I'm pretty sure it should be because of contractual issues. It can't be because he's not in the plans of the coach. I mean, he was super important to their model last season. So I believe that they lost vital players, even experienced players, the likes of Keegan Dolly. He was released by TS Galaxy. We have the likes of Max Munyai. That was a big shocker to me. Munyai is a top player, defensively strong, offensively strong. I'm just not sure why he was released. I started watching him when he was at Black Leopards. What a player. They also released Lindoku Sembata. I think age must have played a huge factor there. It wasn't really on his side, so I kind of understand. But they also have top players. They have the likes of Usoli Tejan, who joined from Kaizer Chiefs. I think it's going to be a big season for him. He has to step up, especially now that they lost Sibelebele and Zamovic. So I believe that Puso is going to be a very important player for TS Galaxy this season. They also signed a few players. Ntando Yenkosi Nkosi from Kaizer Chiefs. He was the captain of the Kaizer Chiefs DD side that won last season. So I believe that he's going to bring plenty of experience. I'm not sure if he's going to walk straight into the lineup, but they have leaders like Mbunjwana, who's going to lead from the back. So they have someone that can guide them. So I believe that it's going to be a tight one, but I think Skukune will edge TS Galaxy on this one. So far we have Orlando Pirates and Skukune FC going through. On Sunday, we have Stellenbosch against Amazulu at the DHL Stadium in Cape Town. So I was a bit shocked as to why they're playing their home game in Cape Town. But I made a bit of research and I found out that the Danny Craven Stadium is undergoing maintenance now. I think that they were going to have an upper hand if they had played at the Danny Craven Stadium. We know that the crowd usually comes out there, so the boys were going to be amped up. But otherwise, I really admire the model of Stellenbosch FC. Those guys, they sell their best players every season, but they still compete. And then you ask how. I think that they actually sign a replacement for you before you even sign with another club. That's the model of the club. So I think they still gonna compete this season. They lost quite a few number of players. If I can just name the players that they lost, there's Aniset Ora that went to Finland. We have Tylon Smith who went to QPR. Remember that Tylon Smith who won the DDC Player of the Season, and he also won the gold medal with our AFCON Under-20 side. So I think, yeah, it's a good move for the boy. He's joining the development side of QPR, and yeah, good things are coming for the boy. They also lost Fawaz Basadin to Mamelodi Sundowns, top left back, gives you those nice set pieces. He has a good shoulder about him. Offensive, he's nice. Defensively, he's nice. But they already have replacements lined up for Fawaz Basadin. There's Omega Mdaka, who they got from Kaizer Chiefs. He's a good left back, and I think he will step up. They also lost a very vital player in Ismail Torre, the centre back. We know that he was very instrumental for them last season in the centre back pairing, but they still have Thabo Moloisane, who I think he's left with 1 year in his contract. So we're gonna see him this season, but he has not signed a renewal. So he might leave at the end of the season. We will see about that one. But I believe that Stellies are still gonna compete. They have quite a few key players that have to step up this season. We have your likes of Devin Titus. I'm actually looking forward to the battle between Rian Hanamub and Titus on the right hand side, because Titus is a right winger and Hanamub is a left back. Very powerful. He's from Namibia, plenty of experience, played AFCON. He's been the side. So I'm looking forward to that one. But with regards to Stellenbosch signings, they signed Muzi Kanye. Yeah, they signed Muzi Kanye from Hungry Lion. He was actually the top scorer in the MFC. So it's a good signing for Stellies. He's gonna add some firepower up top. Yeah, there's also Cupido there. So at least there's gonna be some healthy competition. It's also going to be a big season for Lisibanku. He brings plenty of experience from Mamelodi Sundowns, CAF experience. I saw he scored 2 brilliant goals when they were playing their friendlies here in Johannesburg. So one of them is actually a good set piece. So I was thinking that, they lost Basadine, a good set piece taker, but they already have someone who can take quality free kicks in Lisibanku. There's also your Hloni Mojela, who just came back from a lengthy injury, he's gonna bring the energy. We know that he's very vibrant in the field of play. He brings energy when the guys sing before they go for warm up. You can feel that he's there. So I believe that it's gonna be it's gonna be a big season for Stellies. They play Amazulu side. Amazulu released a lot of the experienced players. The likes of Abubakar Mobara has been released. You have your likes of Ramahle Mphahlele who has been released. With regards to Rama, I think it might also be an age thing there, an age factor. But Mangete he's on a serious revamp. He released a lot of players. So I'm looking forward to how they're going to integrate the new signings into the team. Because they also released the likes of Tembelas Kakani. I think he used to captain the side sometime. So yeah, I think they are rebuilding. Mangete is cooking. Mangete is rebuilding. So we'll see what they do. But as for the key players for Amazon, we have your likes of Bongani Bentenzungu. We know that his quality. Wadebola Benten, nice midfield maestro, controls the game. He'll probably be playing with Ben Motswari. He's also energetic, takes care of his back four. There's also Pule XTN. We know that he's very creative. We saw him when he was at Kaizer Chiefs. He used to pull the strings. Did the same thing at Amazulu. So I'm looking forward to what he's gonna do for this season. There's also a new signing that they made in Rian Moon. I think it's a reconnection of the Kaizer Chiefs duo, former duo, between Rian Moon and Mangete. But my prediction for this one, I think Stellies are gonna come out tops. It's not gonna be a straightforward one. It might go to penalties. Or the deficit might just be a difference of 1 goal. But I think Stellies are gonna edge Amazulu on this one. And then lastly, on Sunday at 6, Sunday on the 3rd of August, we have Mamelodi Sundowns against Richards Bay, the Rich Boys. Yeah, we know it's Mamelodi Sundowns. We saw what they did at the Club World Cup. Yeah, it's Mamelodi Sundowns, guys. I think this one is quite straightforward. We know the quality that Mamelodi Sundowns has. I actually saw something today about Peter Shalulile going away to Esperance, but they already have someone lined up to replace Peter Shalulile. We saw at the World Cup, Lebo Mutiba got more minutes than Peter Shalulile, which can suggest that he's gonna be the replacement for Peter Shalulile. I've also been seeing rumors of Lucas Ribeiro Costa leaving for Qatar or Brazil. We'll see how that one goes, but I think that the Brazil move is gonna bring him closer to the national team, the Brazilian national team. If he wants to play for the Brazilian national team, then I believe that if he goes to the Brazilian team, then eyes will be on him, and then that increases the chances of him being selected for the national team. But for now, it's just rumors. I hear that the ball is in Sundowns' court. They have to decide on who they're choosing. But I hear that the Qatar side, they tabled a better offer than the Brazilian team. So yeah, there's the player element and there's also the team element. So there has to be a club-to-club agreement, and then the player has to agree on personal terms with the club. So it's a complex one, but we shall see. Mamelodi Sundowns didn't really sign a lot of players. They signed Fawaz Basadine, who's gonna come slotting into the left back. I'm just not sure whether he's just gonna walk into the team, because we already have Divine Lunga, who had an excellent Club World Cup. So, but it's a tough one. It's a tough one because I think Basadine gives you more than what Lunga gives you. Going forward, Basadine gives you something. He's good at set pieces, as I had previously mentioned. So it's a tricky one because there's also Aubrey Mudiba, the postman, what a top player. But I think he might end up playing in the midfield at this point. He also gives you something different. He gives you a different element compared to what Allende gives you. He has a shot about him. He can take the long ranges, especially because we've recently seen Debza playing in a deeper role. So I believe Aubrey might be slotted into the midfield, but we shall see about that one. But the firepower of Mamelodi Sundowns is just too much. There's Ikram Reyners. He actually expressed how disappointed he is because he was snubbed at the PSL Awards. So maybe he's very angry. We might see a beast. There's also a Tashrik Matthews. He'll want to redeem himself this season. I believe he had a top season last season, but the number of chances he missed, crucial chances. Yeah, I believe he'll also be fuming about those chances, and he'll be wanting to prove a point because some guys are actually saying that they believe Lodge should come back and take his position. With regards to Lodge, it seems like things are not going well between Wydad Casablanca and Sundowns with regards to the negotiations. It seems like Sundowns wants Lodge to come back to training. Lodge has been training individually aside with Keishas Mailula. He has not been part of the camp, the preseason camp, so we'll keep an eye out on that one. But yeah, even if Lodge doesn't come back for this Richards Bay game, they do have enough power up front. I know that Siyabonga Mabena is back from his lengthy injury. I'm excited to see him back, considering the fact that we have the Under-20 World Cup coming up. I'm hoping he's going to get minutes. I'm also hoping that Kutlwanelo Tlhako is also going to get some minutes. We saw him getting a few minutes at the Club World Cup, so that was actually a good sign. From Richards Bay's side, they didn't make a lot of signings. We know that they lost Yane Lambutuma. He was very important to the team last season. It's a huge loss for Richards Bay, but it was time for the boy to move to a bigger club. With all respect to Richards Bay, but it was time for Yanela to move to a bigger club. But they signed his replacement, and that replacement is Gabadino Mango. Yeah, no, that man has traveled. You are Mango. Yeah, he has played for a lot of clubs. Yeah, no, but yeah, he brings plenty of experience. He's played for Orlando Pirates. He's played in the Soweto Derby. There's Amazulu, Marumo, Gallants, Bloemfontein Celtics, Bedfast Vets. Yeah, no, he's very experienced, Gabadino Mango. So I think he's gonna be very instrumental in the Richards Bay side because they released some of their players, your likes of Thabiso Kutumela. He's no longer with Richards Bay. And then there's also Somila Ntsundwana, who's no longer with the team. So they gotta need a bit of experience up top. There's also a quality right back that they have, Maboya. What a player. I think it's also the season for him to step up and show that he is quality. So with that being said, I believe that Mamelodi Sundowns are going to win comfortably. So it can be they might score 3, they might score 4, who knows? But it's gonna be a comfortable win. I think Richards Bay are going to sit. They're gonna sit back a bit, let Sundowns come to them, and then maybe push to catch them on the counter. But yeah, we'll see on Sunday on how that goes. So yeah, that's my prediction, guys. Sundowns will be going through. So we have the 4 teams: Orlando Pirates, Skukune, Stellenbosch, and Mamelodi Sundowns. I think those are the teams that we are going to see in the semi-finals of MTN 8. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Re fela diski ya rona ba fetu.